Your hero was Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Well, you are my Johnny Carson.
Oh, stop it. Please, Norm.
I want to take a
go right ahead.
hard look at you.
Well.
I want to do for all Americans what they will not be able to do because I am here in their place and stare at you and perhaps tell you about yourself, what you've meant to us. And I want you to take it like a man. I want you to sit here because I know your instinct. I know your instinct is you don't want to hear it.
That's right.
You don't want to hear anything nice. You don't want to tell.
No.
You don't want to hear what you've meant to us. You've made us all so happy. You've been thoughtful and funny and challenging and terrifying, and despite your best efforts, probably the most distinguished man on late night.
God. You did such absurd stuff, and we weren't doing. But beyond that, not only are you a great comedian, but a great broadcaster. And by that, what I mean by that is you have respect for the audience. You have respect for the audience, and you have understood what a responsibility having this show every night for an hour means. And you have been a great caretaker of this time. You changed comedy. You changed comedy.
I am very upset that you're leaving, and I'm very emotional about
I'm
it.
trying to get a hold of yourself.
No, I'm telling you, what are we going to do without you, Dave?
When he showed up in LA, everyone knew it. This guy was so funny and fast.
Being on this show is just like one of the highlights of my career. I just want to say thank you. What an amazing beacon of light, what an amazing American icon you are.
I really love you, and I'm going to miss you.
David Letterman, David Letterman, it's of thee we sing. Now late night's jammed with all the Jimmies. They're just the princes. You're the
And you're like a New York staple. You're like the Turkish baths on 10th Street. You're like scaffolding, you know? Oh my God! Look at us in love. We're in love.
We're in love.
Oh.
I have kept my member of my David Letterman fan club pin.
This is heartbreaking.
You see this little thing you got here?
The desk?
Yeah, you can do this as long as you want to. This whole quitting idea is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
You're right. I agree with that.
First time I was on the show, I was 13 years old. It was 1998. I was so nervous because for me, and still for me, coming on the show is like, it's like you've made it when you're on Dave Letterman, right?
When I heard you announce that you were retiring, I really thought he's joking. He's got to be joking. And then I remembered, wait, you're not funny.
The always entertaining Martin Short.
Thanks for remembering! Fly me through this room and make my entrance with finesse. So your fly is open, ma'am, I'm looking down your dress.
Well, Steve, through the years, Martin, has phoned me up and will say, tell me if you think this joke is funny. And I'll pretend it is, but then I'll say, what is this for? And he said, well, I got Letterman in 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months, wow.
No, really. You set that tone right off the gate with very high standard of comedy and broadcasting, which made us want to work very hard to pull that off.
You're very sweet.
When you retire, this is it. Like, I'm never going to wear a fancy dress on a talk show again.
Don't say that.
This is it, you know, it's just...
All I know is the biggest night of my life was here. You know, a couple of weeks ago you had John Mayer on singing American Pie, and that was the coolest thing for me to see.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And the good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this would be the day that I right back. So bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die.
He was there. I just saw him at that spot where my life changed right there. My family's life. Ah, son of a bitch, it's happening. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, punch me.
Come on.
Yeah. And then also because of the lyrics, the day the music died. And for me, this is going to sound corny, but for me, that's what's happening here. For me, on May 20th, that is the day the comedy dies.
Why don't you go over there one more time? Just go on over there.
The spot?
Yeah, right over there.
There simply is no better man than our hero, David Letterman. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. And I'm sure I ain't the only one, 'cause you paved the way for every late night show. Both Jimmy should get on their knees and blow. You kisses, you kisses. No more interviewing Heidi Klum or Cheryl Tiegs. Now you're just the oldest dad at Little League. And when you say goodbye and take your final drive in your Ferrari full of stolen office supplies, and we watch you go with eyes full of tears, I hope the cops pull you over and drag you back here for 30 more years.
Wait a second. I think I'm starting to feel something. Yes. No, it's just gas. I'm talking dead inside. I'm walking dead inside. Now that you're leaving, Dave, I'm dead inside.
David Letterman, I love you, and I thank you for all of the joy and the laughs and the intelligence you have brought to us for 33 years.
I don't know what to
Let me see. Go like, let me see this. Let me see that just for a second here.
Wait a minute. What is? No. Okay.
No. You're not going anywhere, David Letterman.
I need to talk to my lawyer.
When I realized you're from Indiana, I have so many in-laws from Indiana. And
George is from Kentucky.
I am. I'm from Kentucky.
From Kentucky.
Just across the Ohio River.
That's right.
Yeah.
Beautiful country.
Yeah, it's lovely. I've never been in this situation before, except in jail.
You're not leaving.
You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you. I've watched you, Dave. I've been at home. I've watched you in my underwear. There's not many men I've watched in my underwear. I've watched you in my underwear. I can make you talk, not talk. Here's the thing. You may be going off the air, but you belong to us for the ages, my friends.
Very sweet. Thank you, George.
I was living in Toronto, Canada, and I went to a talk show they had there. And David Letterman was the stand-up comedian on the show. And I loved stand-up. And David Letterman did this joke that I told everybody this joke. I love this joke. It still stays with me as my favorite stand-up joke ever. So I'd like to do it for you if you'd like to hear it. He goes, I was on the street the other day and I saw a garbage truck, and on the back of the garbage truck there was a small sign that said, "Please do not follow too closely." Another of life's simple pleasures ruined by a meddling bureaucracy, ladies and gentlemen. You remember the old days when Dad would pile the kids in the station wagon and we'd all go out and follow a garbage truck? So anyways, I'd just like to say, I know that Mr. Letterman is not for the mawkish, and he has no truck for the sentimental, but if something is true, it is not sentimental, and I say in truth, I love you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Norm. 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 Oh my God. Very funny, Norm. And thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen. That was very sweet, Norm. What do you think about smoking weed? Are you smoking? The people who watch this show, there's nothing I can do to ever repay you. Thank you for everything. You've given me everything.
Where am I gonna go?
I don't know. Thank you for being my family. I love you both. And really, nothing else matters, does it?
Thank you so much, David. You changed our lives.